Thank you very much. Your Excellency Azali Osmani, President of the Union of Comoros and the Chair of Africa Union. Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Your Excellency Mr. Musa Faki Mahamat, the Chairman of the Africa Union Commission, Your Excellency Isufu Mahamadou, Champion of the SCFTA and former President of Niger, Your Excellency Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Heads of organs and institutions of the Africa Union, regional economic communities and regional mechanisms, Honorable Ministers, the Honorable Anwai Guru, Chairperson of Council of Governors, the Honorable Johnson Sakaja, the Governor of the City of Nairobi, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I am greatly honored and delighted to I have a high privilege to have this opportunity to welcome you to the city of Nairobi and to Kenya. The opportunity to host this summit and your visit to our country does a tremendous honor to our nation. I welcome all of you, Your Excellencies, Ministers, and our friends from across the continent and beyond to Kenya. Let me just give you one or two tips about Kenya. First, around the city of Nairobi, it is a city that has a canopy of very green on one side and also a national park in the city. In the national park, which is maybe 10-15 minutes from your hotel room, we have wildlife, lions and all manner of wildlife. We have tried to fence, but sometimes, as you know, wild animals, they break away from the fence. So if you take time to walk around the city of Nairobi and you meet a lion, please be careful because they are wild. We try to keep them inside. Secondly, let me also welcome you to Nairobi, to Kenya, and to give you some information that scientists, and I am one of them, have proven that the earliest remains of man are in Kenya. And therefore, for those of you who know the history of humankind, this is where humanity began. And so while you are here and you feel at home, it is because you truly are at home. So, and I want to give you my commitment that as the people of Kenya, we are having a national conversation as to whether we should have any visa for anybody coming home. So next time, next time you come to Nairobi, you might not need a visa. Excellencies, it is difficult to overstate the fundamental importance and the momentous consequence of the transformative business we have assembled here to transact. You will recall that as a continental political community, we resolved unanimously to pursue the integration agenda with greater vigor and focus. This commitment was underscored by the decision to formulate a suitable framework to effectively coordinate the diverse efforts undertaken through our 8 regional economic communities and various mechanisms that is part of the ecosystem of the AU. It is evident from the variety of activity, enhanced efficacy and viability of AU's agenda and the undeniable increase of the AU Commission's administrative capacity and overall vigor of the regional and Pan-African integration efforts that the AU's commitment was earnest, accompanied by demonstrable political will and a focused and effective implementation strategy. We are a busy continent that is going places. The young, clean, green continent of the future, and we are determined to lead our march into this future as a united, empowered contributor of sustainable solutions for global problems. We are reasoning together, generating effective solutions together, implementing them together, facing our challenges head-on together, making progress and getting results. This is what has brought Africa's implementation leadership to Nairobi, and the sum total of the agenda of the 5th Media Summit, which is this meeting. For this, I want to celebrate all of you who are here today, not just for making time to be here, but also for the work you do every day in taking the Pan-African Unity Project forward. For this is what the integration agenda is all about. Whether we are talking about regional economic communities or mechanisms or the broader continental effort, the unity of African people is our primary goal. I commend His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, for successfully chairing the Heads of State and Government's Orientation Committee, which has effectively steered AUDA-NEPAD in its momentous breakthrough in achieving the Agenda 2063 aspiration of consolidating regional and continental integration. I also thank President El-Sisi for successfully hosting the African COP, or the Implementation COP as it was called, the last conference of state parties